Hello everyone, my name is Josh Alexander and I'm the founder and CEO of JGRobo Marketing Incorporated, and I'm also going to be your moderator throughout this webinar. We're going to talk a little bit about JGRobo Marketing Incorporated, which is, among other things, a lead management service company, and we focus on our LAMS system, which stands for Lead Automation Management System. Our toll-free office number is 800-959-0182, and our official website is located at www.jgrobomarketing.com. We stand by our slogan, where automation meets innovation. So without further ado, let's get into this webinar. First off, I want to give out some introductions. As said previously, my name is Josh Alexander, and not only will I be moderating this webinar, I'm also the founder and CEO of JGRobo Marketing Incorporated. I've been in the IT/marketing/business field since 1994. I started out as an entry-level computer tech at a local mom-and-pop computer store and quickly got involved with web design and web development. From there, I jumped into web hosting services and online marketing. During that time, I created a few web hosting services and started a few companies along the way, such as FeverTech Communications and Cheaper For You. After that, I was the National Marketing Director for a company called the Relocation Professionals, which was a National League aggregation company focusing on the real estate market, mortgage, and moving companies. I worked for that company for 10 years and decided the best fit for me and my experience was to create my own company, which I did back in 2011. That company is called JRSEO Marketing LLC, which I still run, and in 2014 I decided to create JGRobo Marketing and focus solely on lead automation services. In the last year and a half, we have worked with some of the largest call centers, seminar companies, tutorial companies, and CRM companies in the world. We have processed hundreds of thousands of leads from web forums, social networking, call centers, radio ads, TV ads, etc. Now I would like to hand this off to our senior software architect, Reese Sellen, who is going to give us his bio and some previous experience.
Hey folks, I'm Reese Sellen, and as Joshua said, I'm our Chief Software Architect and Lead Developer here at JGRobo. Like Joshua, I've worked in the IT industry for about 20 years now. My first real-world commercial software project was actually developing a gravel pit operations application way back in the days of MS-DOS. Back around 1996, while I was still in college, I started a major open source operating system project, which at one point had over 6,000 people. From there, I moved on to more commercial software development and operating an IT consultancy. I shifted gears a bit in the middle part of the last decade, spending several years as a managing editor at Pingzine, the world's largest circulation web hosting magazine, while also consulting for several very successful hosting industry startups. Not long after that, I joined Joshua's company, JRSEO Marketing, as a software developer, and the rest, as they say, is history. Seeing the huge opportunities to build some truly state-of-the-art solutions in the lead automation side of that business, I jumped at the opportunity to work on that full-time with Joshua's JGRobo startup.
Thanks, Reese, for that info. And now let's talk a little bit about some of the features and benefits of our LAMS system. I want to quickly remind everyone that LAMS stands for Lead Automation Management System. So what exactly do we mean by automation? Essentially, we automate virtually every aspect of lead processing and management. What this means is that our full-service lead management system, LAMS, and associated services enable lead and affiliate marketers of all sizes to aggregate leads, customize, create marketing campaigns, allow for instant lead verification, operation, management, and reporting of essentially unlimited marketing campaigns. In other words, we can bring together almost all the moving parts of the IT end of a lead-based business while achieving better results than an in-house solution. We will discuss all of this in more detail, but in brief, here are some of the specific areas where the LAMS and our services solve our clients' IT issues. First, there is real-time integration with powerful CRM systems such as Infusionsoft, GreenRope, Salesforce, Entreport, and other platforms where required. For example, many of our clients, we set up their daily, weekly, and monthly instant response and drip campaigns via both SMS and email and organize those markets and sometimes even sub-organize that into events within those markets. Through integration with our LAMs, we ensure those campaigns not only achieve delivery to their leads, but also synchronize that data with their CRM. We coordinate drip and instant lead contact both at a CRM level or within LAMs itself.
Joshua, I want to jump in for just a few seconds and talk about our nightly reporting, summaries, and analytics. All of those are things we can customize to our client-specific requirements. For example, we prepare and distribute nightly lead reports, organized by campaign at source, and distribute them to the people our clients designate. So, for example, their management staff, internet marketers, and media buyers. In addition, we can provide custom reporting tools for on-demand use by our client staff. We also automate integration and aggregation of leads from multiple sources. What I mean by this is that we can take leads from various sources, such as FTP sites, CSVs, Excel files, inbound API calls, call centers, landing pages, and even social media links, and then ensure they're consistently assigned to your marketing campaigns, doing all of that in real time. We perform cutting-edge lead validation too, such as name, email, address, and phone validation, and also perform automated correction. For example, determining leads that have an invalid email address, and then sending an automated text message to attempt to have the lead correct email data themselves.
I don't mean to cut you off, Reese, but let's not forget about how we can create and integrate landing and marketing pages, because that is very important also. For clients who do not have their own in-house or a preferred web development team, we can create multiple landing and marketing pages to encourage things such as seminar signups, subscribing to a mailing list, ordering information, or other calls to action. Lastly, we provide a full complement of social media, SEO, and video campaign creation and management. Either as an add-on to our web development services or as a complementary additional service, we adeptly empower many of our clients' social media, SEO, and video marketing, and we deliver solid results while typically reaching leads more affordably than traditional media approaches. The first thing I would like to tell you about today is the most important aspect of our services, the JGRobo LAMs. But before I get into the features and benefits, I will say that this webinar will include some tech talk. I'm going to break this down so everyone will be on the same page and understand what we are doing. But there is going to be some terminology that you may not understand. In those cases, I'm going to pause a little bit and explain what I mean in real-world settings. Our services are very technical on the back end, so I do need to get a bit technical at times, but I'll try to keep this as simple as possible. In a nutshell, our technology is based on cutting-edge innovation that benefits you. Now what I mean by this is our services are tailored specifically with you in mind. One of the most important goals of our system is something I'd like to cover briefly at first and a little bit more detail later, is the goal of getting your company the highest amount of valid leads possible under the most lead capture scenarios. So, in scenarios such as inbound call center calls or website form submissions, we try to maximize how many of those leads end up being valid and convertible. This task is massively assisted by the real-time lead verification feature and also our lead capture technology built into the LAM system. Simply enough, our real-time lead verification feature operates when a call center takes an inbound call and that person gives an incorrect email address, phone number, or street address. Now our system will prompt the call center operator in real time, giving them the opportunity to ask the caller for valid contact information. And briefly, our Recapture technology is a feature that sends out a text message to a valid cell phone number, prompting them to update their own invalid email address. This is a very strong feature as it allows your own lead to update their own information, thus allowing you to get the most accurate information possible while saving you time and money. As you can see, our LAM service is a very powerful combination. By utilizing our real-time lead verification and recapture technology, we are able to recapture up to 40% of leads that would normally never be contacted. Imagine receiving 1,000 leads and throwing away 400 of them right off the bat that can easily be healed. That is a lot of lost contacts, and that will directly hurt your lead cost and bottom line. It's also very important to note that despite the complexity, with a lot of moving parts, we try to keep things as simple as possible for our clients from a technical standpoint, while also making our services as robust as possible. That is why we term our services fully managed and comprehensive. Reese, if you could, explain a little bit what that means.
Sure. What this means in terms of lead processing is that our system sits in the middle, so to speak. In simpler terms, this means we make sure validated lead data efficiently gets from its source into the system or systems that it needs to be in. In terms of reporting, this means that our services also include reports customized to our client-specific needs, typically sent nightly, addressing all aspects of inbound leads from their basic information through to phone, email, and standard mail validity. For more advanced needs, we can even provide much richer data for those inbound leads, such as demographic information. All this reporting is of course coordinated with the other moving parts of our clients' businesses, such as their office staff, management, media buyers, internet marketers, social media service providers, and so on, and tailored to their specific needs as well. In some cases, we even build specific real-time reporting tools, even integrated with their CRMs, to perform specialized reporting tasks based on their leads. We don't think for something as complicated as lead management that a one-size-fits-all solution is a good approach. Everyone's needs are different, with one exception. They benefit by not having to worry about the IT side of things. So with that in mind, we quite successfully managed to do it all, so to speak, making for a very comprehensive solution.
Thanks, Reese. That was very helpful. Now, of course, one of the most important aspects of all of this is the goal I mentioned a bit earlier. That is the goal of ensuring lead validity and to heal leads that would otherwise be discarded. As you can probably expect, this is also a massively important part of our lead processing architecture. Technically, we tie together at least 3 different internet-based services to achieve real-time validation of inbound lead data. We add another layer of synchronization to that when that data is also synced with a client CRM, so it's also available when needed by users of those systems. So our solutions are certainly comprehensive in that way. Reese, can you tell us of a real-world situation where all this would come together?
Absolutely. Here's a semi-hypothetical situation which actually matches up quite closely with one of our clients. We'll call them QRS just for anonymity. Like many marketers, QRS has a plethora of lead sources. There's 2 different call centers for many leads that come inbound via traditional marketing, such as radio, television, print, and conventional mail. Then there are leads that come inbound organically from QRS's network of websites. Then there are still more leads that come in from the internet from some specialized marketing an external company does for them. And then there's still more leads that come in via social networking. So one of the big things we do for them is to make sure all those leads converge into one system, the LAMs. All the leads get validated and tagged within the LAMs, and then are synchronized within their CRM. On the business side of the scenario, they have several stakeholders who require different reports on all these leads on a nightly basis. So QRS has management staff that needs to, of course, make decisions about marketing. There's office staff who need the lead data to do follow-ups and that sort of thing too. Then there's their media buyers who want to track advertising effectiveness and figure out ROI and close to real time. So we deliver there too, making sure they have the reports in their inbox at the start of business each morning. And the cool part is that the whole system works without their intervention. It's a comprehensive approach, and they never need to deal with the technical side of it. Instead, they can focus on their leads and their business and put their efforts into delivering a better and better product, and thereby becoming more and more profitable.
I should also emphasize that our solutions are also fully managed and cloud-based. You're not going to be required as a client to log into some kind of complicated tech-heavy back-end system or be some sort of systems administrator to use our services. Rather, by fully managed, we mean that our staff is responsible for keeping them operating day to day. So as Reese said, our clients never have to worry about technical aspects of moving lead data to where it needs to be. Sending out emails and SMS messages for clients who utilize our internal email and text message drip campaign services, doing lead validation, healing lead data, creating and verifying reports, and so on. Since this is a bit on the technical side, I'm going to have Reese further explain a bit what we mean by cloud-based and how this benefits our clients.
What I mean by cloud-based is that each of our clients' LAMs platforms runs on its own exclusive application instance. There's actually a double win there, as on the one hand it reduces cost and allows us to pass on our cost savings to our clients. while on the other hand, it also provides a lot of technical advantages. Essentially, our clients each have their lead automation system running on their own individual virtual server. Those are also spread geographically to mitigate against possible data issues and downtime problems. It also is far more secure that way as well. We are able to achieve a very high level of redundancy that ensures our lead management services operate reliably and that we can recover from even catastrophic issues very rapidly. On that note, I should mention that we also go a few steps further to ensure data and system integrity. All application instances, including the active lead databases that live there, are themselves backed up to geographically dispersed servers. Nightly backups of the core databases are also done separately for still more redundancy, and any custom code is kept in yet another server environment using revision management systems. So, in simpler terms, this means that not only do we keep reliable backups of our client data, but in the event of even unprecedented data center failures, sort of those global scale disasters, we can easily bring our systems and our clients' data back online. Of course, security is something we don't want to talk about the intricate details of, but for those technically inclined, it's worth stating that our security uses both robust encryption, such as secure password hashes, IP address limitations, and we also do customizable user levels, user accounts, keep a strict internal security policy governing who, even within our organization, has access to client application instances and data, and so on. From a less technical point of view, simply this means that we use best practices in the IT industry to ensure that our systems are used only by authorized users and to ensure that our clients' data is protected. And I'll leave it back with you there.
Thanks, Reese. So we've talked a bit about how and why, but I'd also like to talk about a little bit more about what. Looking in more detail at what we do in terms of lead processing. I've already talked about our lead verification and validation systems. What I haven't mentioned much in detail is our call center scripting and our SOAP API services. In terms of call center scripting, we offer a complete solution for inbound call center providers to utilize our system to input your lead data, complete with speaking prompts, i.e. call scripts, as well as metadata, such as telling call center agents to reread event lists. In addition to the obvious benefits of real-time lead correction we've discussed earlier, this also helps eliminate a few data synchronization issues, as lead data is entered into real time and thus sent into our systems for further processing immediately. However, for times where our clients wish to use their call center's own lead acquisition system, we do offer a variety of inbound lead processing options, including timed download of CSV files, timed manual imports of CSVs, and so on. Our SOAP API service is also a flexible sort of workhorse for getting leads into our LAMs for processing, reporting, and validation. Call center providers can utilize it to send leads into our system in real time. In fact, in the scenario Reese discussed earlier, we actually have both of those methods operating simultaneously. So if you have one call center that uses a timed CSV and download approach, which is pretty common with some of the big names in the industry, and another that wishes to fire leads into our system immediately, as with common with some other big name call center companies, this can be accomplished at the same time. On a side note, our LAM system can even empower comparison between the results and accuracy of those sources too. The SOAP API also works well for our clients, internet marketers, social media firms, or other service providers that they may work with. It can also be used to very easily integrate landing pages or other contact follow-up web forms into our LAM system. Many typical integrations require perhaps only 2 or 3 lines of code, so you don't need to be a developer brainiac to get things communicating with our LAM system. Seminar and event marketers will also be keen on knowing that our system can save further costs by using our SOAP API. One of its functions is enabling an auto-updating website solution where your upcoming events or seminars are automatically updated on your website. This will save you time and also money because you don't have to go out there and hire a developer to keep updating your website. One thing I've already touched on a little bit is our integration with CRMs. Currently, our LAM system can integrate directly with Salesforce, Infusionsoft, GreenRope, and Entreport, although we do offer custom integrations where as possible. The LAM's rule engine allows us to set up very flexible and powerful processing rules. For example, many lead marketers wish to have their inbound leads not just synchronized with their CRM, but also assigned to specific events, follow-up sequences, and tags for internal use. For an example, one case we often see is that new leads are not only put into a drip campaign, but also are flagged for outbound calling staff to do lead confirmations. So with the LAMS system, this sort of requirement is configured by our staff to our client's specific needs. Outbound text message and email drip campaigns are also something that is built into the LAMS system. Although many clients prefer to handle LAMS campaigns at the CRM level, such as by using Infusionsoft and Salesforce, etc., still others require a cost-effective, reliable text message and email delivery platform. By integrating directly with leading SMS and email providers, we can seamlessly deliver fully customized drip campaigns for our clients' specific needs. And for our clients who desire or require such data, full delivery status and even email opening event data is available through custom reporting options. Before I wrap this up, I should point out that we also strive to keep our service offerings very flexible in another way. We provide a range of secondary services and a sort of a la carte basis for companies that would prefer us to handle their web design, web development, SEO, social media, and video marketing needs. Very briefly, on the web design and development side of that equation, we offer a full range of conventional services. So build-outs of complete sites, landing pages, HTML-based email templates, and so on. Of course, we also provide CMS integration where required as well, with technologies like Drupal and WordPress. Also, we can fully integrate those into LAMS-based solutions. In terms of SEO and social media services, we offer a full complement there as well, using best and current practices. My own background for the last decade or so has been working in SEO, so our clients have the confidence we do that with exceptional leadership. For example, our social media service offerings are also backed by experience. Our team leader there has been called upon to lead the social media side of several massive US political campaigns. So we are very adept at effective social media that is goal-oriented to what our clients are trying to achieve, be it mailing lists, seminar attendance, or what have you. We also offer a range of video marketing services, specifically targeted to SEO and web commercials. These can often be an excellent fit in many marketing scenarios, as they can provide, for example, good instructions or teasers to seminar content, online courses, mailing lists, and so on. So lastly, I'd like to wrap up this webinar with some scenarios, examples, and price breakdowns. After analyzing hundreds of thousands of leads, we found out that 40% of lead data is invalid. This is a huge number and can cause quite a lot of lost income. The average online marketer or seminar company value their cost by cost per lead. This can range anywhere from $8 up to $150. So if we take the situation of 1,000 leads and throw away 400 of them, what's the cost lost there? Let's base this on $20 per lead. 400 leads at $20 per lead is a loss of $8,000. But with our system, that's a cost savings of $8,000. Now imagine this, you own a call center and you process 30,000 registrations per month for your various clients. Your clients pay you on average $35 per lead. That's $42,000 worth of leads that are just sitting on the table. With our service, that is money right back into your pocket. The great thing about our service is not only the lead automation aspects, but also the price. We take care of the entire process for only $3 per lead. At first we ran 3 different packages, but quickly found out that just about every single client we signed up was unique. Hardly no one fit into those packages, and we needed a bit of a sliding scale. So what we did was started to bill at $3 per lead, and we do that on a bi-monthly basis. Every 16th and 2nd of the month, our billing software bills our clients on how many leads were processed. Give us a toll-free call at 1-800-959-0182. But probably the best way is going to be our website, which is JGRobomarketing.com, JGRobomarketing.com. We have several videos further explaining our services on the site. Plus from there you can directly email us and you can check out our demo application of our LAMS if you're visually inclined. The last thing I want to say is we're entering a world where automation is taking hold. Doing online marketing, lead aggregation, lead generation, whatever you want to call it nowadays, is increasingly becoming more difficult. The best way to curb this is to somehow add in a little bit more automation. There's a big reason why some of the largest call centers, seminar companies, tutorial companies, and online marketing companies are all using our services. Automation is key to saving money, saving time, and also to increase your overall return on investment. That's why our motto is where innovation meets automation.